this is actually the second videos for matrix for SPM Modern Maths paper 2. But then this why I say this is the second video. Just make sure when you watch before you watch this video, you already watched the first videos of the matrix paper 2-1. So I'm going to call this video as a SPM Form 5 matrix paper 2, the second video. Okay, so because without watch the first one, I think it's quite hard for you to understand this second video. So just make sure you watch the first one. Okay, so over here we're going to continue discuss the question number 2, because on the first video actually I ran out of battery, so actually I just stopped in the first question. So here I will show another 3 past year question just to make sure you can understand it better. Okay, this is the question 2. Okay, let's do not waste your time, so let's start about this question. Okay, he said it's given that 1 over 2 and n is the inverse of this matrix. Find the values of n. So it's very simple. Okay, so sin is the inverse of this one, so I'm going to find the inverse of it. So maybe I let a equals to 3, -4, -1 and 2. So therefore I want to find a inverse. So it's 1 over AD. 3 multiple 2 is 6 minus BC. B multiple C is 4. Okay, and then A and D we have to change place, become 2, 3. B and C we have to add negative, become 4 and 1. Okay, therefore, okay, we have got 1 over 2, and then here is 2, 4, 1 and 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 1 over 2 to 4 of this. So the first one multiple 1 over 2, I will get 1. The 4 multiple 1 over 2, I will get 2. 1 multiple 1 over 2, I will get 1 over 2. And 3 multiple 1 over 2, I will get 3 over 2. Okay, then what you need to do is you have to compare this matrix with this matrix. You see 1, 1, 2, 2 and negative 1 over 2. Here is 1 over 2. So n actually equals to 3 over 2. So therefore n will equals to 3 over 2. Because it already gives you this quite direct, because it says it's given that this matrix is the inverse matrix of this one. So you just do the inverse matrix of this one, then you can get the answer very direct. Okay, I think this you got 2 marks or 3 marks for this question. Then I will go to the part B. Okay, part B is about the inverse matrix. Okay, so on the part B over here, I'm going to write down the linear equation. Is okay, I say you have to write a 2 multiple 2 matrix, and then here you write a 2 multiple 1 matrix equals to 2 multiple 1 matrix. Okay, so over here 2 multiple 2 I say is all the number over here. Sometimes it purposely do not give you any number in front. This means it's -1. So the 4 number I have is 3, -4, -1 and 2. So I'm going to write 3, -4, -1 and 2. And then this is U, I write U first. This is V, I write V after that. Okay, and then this is -5 and 2. Okay, most of the time you can actually find out this matrix actually is exactly same with the matrix he gave you here. And then most of the time in the part A you already find the inverse. Then in the part B you do not need to find inverse anymore, because I say when this matrix move over to in front of this matrix actually he already changed to the inverse. Okay, so you already find the inverse in the part A. So part B will be very simple. So U V will equals to, what is the inverse for this one? We already find just now is 1, 2, half, and the n just now we find is 3 over 2. It's not mistaken, yes, it's 3 over 2. Multiple with -5 and 2. Then we just multiply. I say multiplication. If you watch the my matrix video for paper 1, you know I always say is horizontal multiple vertical. This first combination, and then horizontal multiple vertical for the second combination. So if you understand about this one, then I start to multiple. 1 multiple 5, I got -5. 2 multiple 2, I got +4. Always plus on the middle, and then negative And 1 over 2 multiple negative 5, I got negative 5 over 2 plus 3 over 2 multiple 2, I got 3. Okay, then I'm going to solve this one. I got negative 1. Here actually I will got, okay, let me calculate this one. This one actually is negative 5 over 2 plus, change this one to the same denominator, becomes 6 over 2. Okay, 6 over 2 equals to 3, okay? Yes or no? Yes, so you got 1 over 2. Okay, so this is UV. Therefore, U equals to negative 1 and V equals to 1 over 2. Then I solve this one. Okay, not really hard, but then you just need to know how to write this one in the metric form. And then you also need to understand whenever you move this metric to the other side, you will got inverse. And then the third information you need to know is the inverse metric must put behind, be in front of this metric. You couldn't move this one to behind of this metric, then you will got it wrong because you couldn't multiple. So just make sure you always put this metric in front of this metric, in front of this 2 multiple 1 metric, because of their order. I explained on the last video, because this is 2 multiple 2, this is 2 multiple 1, then only you can multiple. If you move this one behind, then you cannot multiple. Okay, I hope actually you can understand. So I'm going to move on to the question number 3. Yes, this is question number 3. Yes, so let's just do question number 3 together. Okay, let me put it nicely first. Okay, this is question number 3. So first he gives us this one, 1 over m, and then bracket this one, multiply this one, you got identity matrix. I already mentioned on the last video, when you see this one actually is the inverse metric form. Correct or not? Means this one inverse metric form, multiply this one, I will get this one. Correct or not? That means, if you understand about this one, I know actually this one is the inverse of this one. This metric actually is the inverse of this metric. Therefore, if I do this, I do the inverse metric for this metric, then I can get this one. Okay, if you still do not understand what I'm talking about, let me show you. Okay, first maybe I let A equals to n negative 2, 5, negative 4. Then I find A inverse. Then A inverse formula tells us 1 over AD minus BC. AD is negative 4n minus BC. BC is negative 10. Okay? Will equals, and then here will be A and D, we have to change place. So negative 4n. B and C we have to add negative. So will be 2, negative 5. Therefore, here I just solve this one is 1 over negative 4n plus 10 will equals to negative 4, 2, negative 5 and n. And then I compare with this matrix. 1 over m, negative 4, I compare with this matrix. 2, negative 5 and 3. So therefore, over here, we straight away we can know negative 4, 2, 2, negative 5, I know n is equal to 3. Therefore, n is equal to 3. Okay, and then 1 over m. So m is actually equals to negative 4n plus 10. m will equals to negative 4n plus 10. And then I got n, right? N equal to 3. So negative 4 multiple 3 plus 10. So therefore negative 12 plus 10, m is equal to negative 2. That's all. This one is 3 to 4 mark. So just make sure you can understand. So the hard part of this question is, whenever you see this one, if you couldn't understand actually this one is the inverse metric form, then it's very hard for you to understand. And then you also need to understand why this one multiple this one will equals to identity metric, because I said identity metric equal to 1. So if this one is A, so this one will be A inverse. So therefore, I always say A multiple A inverse, you will got I. Okay, this one you make sure you understand about this one. If you do not understand, just watch the first video about the paper 2 in matrix. Okay, so if you understand about this one, I'm going to move on to the part B. Okay, on part B, what do we have on part B? It says using the matrix calculates the values of x and y that satisfy the following matrix equation. Okay, this one is actually quite simple. It already changed to the metric form for you. So what you need to do is you have to know when you move this metric, you have to move in front of this metric. Okay, so I'm going to write x, y, and then you will see actually, okay. So you're going to do it one more time, maybe. Yes. Okay, you can do it one more time, or you can use the answer you got just now. Okay. Okay. So yes. So actually, okay. Let's do it one more time. So actually, it's quite simple also. So if I move over this side, 1 over AD minus BC. AD minus BC is, so this one is negative 12 minus negative 10. And then here you have to change place, 3, negative 4. These two you have to add negative 5. Multiple with 1 and 2. So therefore over here you have got 1 over negative 2 multiple this one. Okay, so over here I say always, oops, this is not 1 over 2, this is 1 and 2. So horizontal multiple vertical. So this one is 3 multiple 1 is 3 plus negative 2 multiple 2 is negative 4. Okay, and then 5 multiple 1 is 5 plus negative 4 multiple 2 is negative 8. So therefore I will got negative 1 over 2 multiple, this is negative 1, this is negative 3. Therefore over here I'm going to continue, therefore xy will get negative 1 over 2 multiple 1, I got 1 over 2. Negative 1 over 2 multiple negative 3, I will got 3 over 2. Therefore x is equals to 1 over 2 and y is equals to 3 over 2. That's all. However, I'm going to mention something is like this, because actually you can see this metric is same with this metric, right? And just now we find out m actually is equals to negative 2. So I'm going to explain this one in extra, so just to make sure you can fully understand. Just now we got m equals to negative 2. And then we got something like this. Negative 4, 2, negative 5, 3. And n just now we got is 3. 3, negative 2, 5, negative 4. Okay, and then we're equals to 1, 0, 0, 1. This is, if I find out m and n, I substitute back over here. So what I'm trying to explain is, I say most of the time when you do the part B, you already find the inverse in the part A. Am I correct? So what you're going to see over here is this one. Actually, because all of this, the relationship is multiple, multiple, multiple. A multiple B multiple C, same with the C multiple B multiple A. It doesn't matter because they are multiple. So, because in this question, actually he gives you this one. So actually, you can move the 1 over 2 to here. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, if I do like this, okay, 1 over negative 2, and move this metric in front. 3, negative 2, 5, negative 4, and this is 2, 3, negative 5, 3. Okay, from here I hope you see something. If from here, then this one become inverse metric. This one become matrix. Okay, because in this question he gives you this one. So if he gives you this one, if this is A, this one will be A inverse. Okay, so I just change place for these two matrices. Why? Because you have a look over here. Okay, inverse of this one, so this A inverse, right? So A inverse equal to 1 over -2, and then here is 3, 3, -2, -3, 5, 5, -4, -4. Actually, this one you already find in the part A, but then in these cases, the part A actually is not that obvious. So if you're not sure, then you just try to do the inverse matrix by yourself one more time, will be more secure. But then if you can straight away see that, then you can copy it. Okay, yes, last question before I end this video. Yeah, it's about this one. Okay, in this video, I'm going to do it very quick because it's very simple only. It gives you that given that M multiple this matrix will give you identity matrix. So therefore, if M multiple this matrix will give you identity matrix, so I know M actually is the inverse. Or this one can be inverse, but then of course we do M equals to inverse will be simple. Okay, okay. So and then he tell you M actually is 2 multiple 2 matrix. So why I say so? Let's say this. Okay, let's say I let this matrix equal to B. B equals to 3, 2, 6, 5. And then this one actually is the identity matrix, right? So this one actually is I. Okay, so have a look here. If M multiple B equals to identity matrix, I say means 1. Therefore B will therefore M actually will equals to 1 over B. Therefore M will equals to B inverse. Okay, do you see the relationships? Because I say identity matrix equal to 1. So this is the meaning why I say M actually is B inverse. Okay? Okay, so therefore, okay, I let M actually equals to B inverse. So I'm going to find B inverse will be 1 over AD minus BC. AD 15 minus BC, 2 multiple 6 is 12. And then A and D we have to change place. So 5 over here, 3 over here. B and C we add negative, -2, -6. Then this is 1 over 3. And then here will be 5, -2, -6, and 3. Okay, because he asked you to. Okay, he asked you. I think I write something less because actually he asked you to find M. Okay, so yeah, so M equal to same with the B inverse, right? So M will equals to, I'm going to multiply in to make it look simple because you say this is 2 multiple 2 matrix, right? So 1 over 3 multiple 5, I got 5 over 3. 1 over 3 multiple 2, I got -2 over 3. This one will get -2. This one will get 1. So this is the matrix for M. Okay, yeah. So actually M is the B inverse. Or sometimes it's in the exam you just very confused. You do not understand why I should write this or why, or you do not know how to write this one. Then or you do not know how to let B equal to this one. It's very simple. What I want you to do is you make sure you write M equals to 1 over AD minus BC, and then all of this you want to straight away do the inverse. Also can, if you want to do that way. Okay, it doesn't matter as long as you must write 1 over AD minus BC, and then D and A change place, B and C add negative. Means you have to show that the examiner actually you are doing the inverse. Then you got the mark. Okay, so last part for B. So for B over here, so I'm going to copy the okay, I'm going to change this one into matrix form. So I will say I will have 2 multiple 2 and then 2 multiple 1 equals to 2 multiple 1. So the number will be 3, 2, 6, 5. 3, 2, 6, 5. And then x, y, and then 3 and 9. So over here you will see 3, 2, 6, 5, 3, 2, 6, 5 actually is the same. So if I move this matrix to the other side, I know I will get the inverse of this matrix. Correct or not? So x and y So I will get the inverse. I already find the inverse because inverse is the m, right? M is this one. So I move this one over here. I will got this one. 5 over 3, negative 2 over 3, and then negative 2, 1. Multiple with 3 and 9. I solve this one, I can find x and y. So before I solve, I just want to mention one more time. So this is horizontal, multiple vertical, and then horizontal, multiple vertical. Okay, so over here you will have to use something like, okay, 5 over 3 multiple 3, I will got 5. Plus negative 2 over 3 multiple 3, I will got negative 2. Okay, and then negative 2 multiple 3, I will got negative 6. Plus 1 multiple 9, I will got 9. Therefore, what I will got for xy is 3. This is negative. This is 3 also. Okay, so x will equal to 3. Therefore, x equals to 3, and y equals to 3 as well. Solve it. Okay, I hope so many examples at least will give you some brief ideas on how to solve this matrix chapter. However, you really need to understand what is the meaning for identity matrix, what's the meaning for inverse, and when the inverse will happen. Okay, if you can understand all of this, then I think this chapter shouldn't be very hard for you. Okay, if you're still very confused, just make sure you watch all the matrix video. Yeah, I hope you can understand this chapter because it's quite hard to make students to understand about this one. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching.